everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. It is Flip Through Friday and I have a new journal in my shop if you're seeing this video, and I am looking forward to sharing it with you. So this is my Strange and Beautiful Technology Journal. So I created a concept art collection for my Patreons over the holidays, and this was one of the kits, which was Strange and Beautiful Technology. And I decided I wanted to make a journal from it. So let's get looking at it. So the way that the closure works on this is with a single eyelet on the back of this book. And then you can just use these nice long seam binding to tie it whichever way you like. I'll show you how I tie it at the end. So first things first is this very cool eyeball image with a television down here. This whole thing has been embossed, so it's got a nice hard, plasticized feel to it. And I've added eyelets here. There's some silver that you can see, which is part of the original label embossing on this book. And then I've added a little brass label down here that you can write whatever you'd like to on. This journal is housed inside this book, The Giant Handbook of Electric Circuits. So this was produced by Tab. They made really cool electronics books that were like about electronics repair. And I found this book and I just thought it was really cool. So the whole inside of the spine has been like strengthened with both cheesecloth and a new internal spine. And then I've added this little star eyelet here to hold on to the spine dangle, which has all sorts of fun things. So this rusty keyhole, it has some laser cut wooden cogs, some fun vintage hardware, and little wooden technical kind of parts. It has a hydro insulator. This is on a bulb pin so that it can be removed. So to whomever I send it, I will wrap this. It's the one semi-breakable thing. I mean, it is glass, but you'd really have to hit it to break it. It's a thick blown glass. Like these were used to taking a bit of a beating, these light insulators. And some nice metal hardware, shashi mirror, this little woodcut dial, this bit of metal here that's wrapped. It has a key. It has one of these things. They're for like putting on your finger. They're like these interesting like little metal fun things. I just thought it was a nice textural thing. This is made from shell. Nice old key. So yeah, beautiful technology. Some sync chain. Okay. So now let's hop on into the book. So when we open the book up, I've just added this beautiful Tim Holtz paper. I've used it on the front and the back. The journal itself was so busy, I just decided to just leave this just plain and simple. So we open the book to the front cover page from the original book of the Giant Handbook of Electronic Circuits, and I've added these bits here. These are from my concept design, and then a bit of copper paper up here. You'll see that throughout the book. And then some metal tape here, and this is the original information about the book. So it's copyright 1980 by Tab Books. And this is a little electronic stamp. You'll see a few of those throughout. The paper in here is dyed in like a gray tone. And then this is a little pocket here. This is from my designs. And you'll see lots of these fun, like, technology kind of illustrations. They're from like a how does it work kind of book, or the way things work. This tag is fun. It's got a little breakthrough from the dictionary, and it's just a fun little collage. And then a fun page with more of the technology drawings. These are some of my designs. Some copper paper. This is like a satellite with this tag inside. And this has some more of the different technical dictionary definitions. And then this little guy, and he's got this braided on kind of crazy hat. Maybe he's picking up a radio station. And that just tucks in here. So this is some paper from a book about typing. So it shows you like all of your typing, JJJ, JMJ. I don't know if any of you took keyboarding in high school. I did. I think I may have been one of the last generations to take it, but and then we have a typewriter here with some leaves all around it. And then this little journal card of a technical drawing from a vintage car repair manual. And then this little piece of like electrical equipment with all of these sliders and knobs. And it's holding on to this fun, this was about like the death of robots. And it was from a View magazine. Like kind of a science fiction-y feeling image. This is one of my designs on this pocket, and then this is from a vintage popular educator book. And we have like a cog under there. And I embossed some fun copper numbers, so you'll see these throughout the book. This is a fun journal card with another of my designs on it. It's held on with this rusty paper clip, and at the bottom I've added some fun trim that I just liked how the color went with this design, and I felt like it brought the beautiful to the technology aspect of the journal card. Then this page is one of my dyed marble papers, and this is some fun, like filament looking, very iridescent, sparkly Angelina that I've stitched onto the side of the page. So it gives kind of an interesting, you know, bit that hangs out of the book. And a little embossed key. This is from a book called The Anti-Coloring Book, and it had hydro poles on it. A train comes along this track once a day. Here it comes now. And you were supposed to draw the train. And then this is another of my marbled papers. And this was from a book about photography, and it was like kind of different kinds of negative and photo imagery type papers inside of it. Another one of my little embossed numbers. This is another page from The Way Things Work. It's just a fun page. And then clamped on here we have this like double journal card sort of, and it's Uncle Upton's unusual utensils were unbreakable, unforgettable, and utterly useless. And it's like this really fun image from a children's book about strange kinds of inventions, like imaginary inventions. And the whole book is illustrated with like, or not illustrated, but like it's all set up with like little dolls and things. It's really cool. And then this is a typing page as well from a typing manual. And then more of the copper paper and the little copper number. This is one of my designs here, and another page of The Way Things Work. Let's get that little bit of glue off there. And then this pocket here is made from this fun cog. And then this is actually showing how a sewing machine is threaded. And then this is a little journal card of this like, you know, number tumbler. And that just pops in here. And this is another of my marbled papers. This is an original page from the book of the technical drawings here. This is one of my designs, and there's some copper paper back there, and it's on one of the technical drawing kind of pages. This is one of my designs, this journal card, and it has vintage ledger on the back. Another of The Way Things Work pages, and then a little embossed number. Another of those little weird technical stamps from my design. And this is from chapter 5 of the book. Now this is a braille paper, and it's on vellum, so hopefully you can see the little braille dots there. I thought that was fun to include because it's a nice textural bit, and also, you know, it's a pretty important technology, right? So another of the copper numbers. This was from a photography book. On this side, a pocket made with one of my designs. And this is a lovely fun journal card with this speaker coming out the top, and we have this kind of steampunky owl from Miles Beyond the Moon. And then this is the dictionary definition of copperworks and coppery, and some copper paper in the middle there. And this is a dyed paper with a negative stitched on the side there. And this is a belly band with one of my technical drawings, and another large technical drawing journal card that just pops in here. And a belly band of technical drawings, and we have like a fun illustration here. And then this is a cool old radio ad from View magazine. And then this is a tip out. So this is some blue ledger paper, and this is one of my designs. This page is from the Anti-Coloring book. These are 2 panels in a 3-part painting about the machine age by Roy Lichtenstein. How would you fill in the missing panel? And then more of the blue ledger paper with one of my copper numbers there. A page from The Way Things Work. I left a few of them alone just because they have such cool illustrations. This is some of my dyed paper. This is one of my designs, and it's on a photography book page. And this is like a large journal card, essentially. And it's of a vintage postcard about, like, you know, technology and art. So like a Zeppelin carrying away this ark. And the photography book. And another little copper numbers on my dyed paper. And some more of that fun Braille vellum, and I love that you can see the little girl behind there. So this is a journal card that I just made. On back we have some coffee dyed paper, and this little girl from Miles Beyond the Moon on Etsy, and she's holding on to this pulley system here, and that's on a technical drawing from the original book. Some coffee dyed paper, a page from The Way Things Work. This is from a vintage Sears Roebuck catalog, and I made a belly band with it and added this kind of geometry type illustration because, you know, a lot of math goes into technology. Then this little TV here with this propeller type top, and this is on a fun photography book page with all these little like insulators and connectors in this plastic container. And this is a journal card that I made that has some fun dictionary definitions here. I felt like some of the characters in this book, especially the ones from Miles Beyond the Moon, like this book felt to me like maybe it was the kids that stayed home during the steampunk era and they invented like weird things on their own time. This was from a photography book. This is one of my numbers, one of my designs, and then this is a fold out journal card from The Way Things Work book. I just love the illustrations. The back page is also from that book. There's another one of our kids, and he's got a little piece of machinery behind him, and I've just collaged this journal card. Goes right into that little tuck spot. Another of the embossed numbers. This is one of my designs here, and it's on some typing paper. And then this was an old postcard of just a wheel coming down a road, and I felt like it was kind of a funny, like, you know, we invented the wheel, you know, kind of comment. And it's in this, on this little envelope. And inside the envelope is this fun double journal card. So these are like reflections of like a person and a car and buildings. And it's just kind of a cool, like, fisheye mirror. And that just pops in there. And more of the typing paper, vertical centering, more of my dyed paper. This is an original book page from the book. Some silver paper. This is one of my designs, that pocket there. And this is a journal card made from a book image of a vintage photo of people with brownie cameras. So more beautiful, you know, emerging technology from long ago. And then on the other side, there is a little lock that I embossed there. Another of the numbers. This is one of my designs here, and then I just put this little bit of dyed paper in here as a little double writing space and a embossed keyhole. This is a fun spread of the center of the signature, and it says harnessing the elements, steam power, and it's like this really cool surreal looking image of this woman with all of these cables coming out of the end of her and all of these like you know, musical equipment behind her. It came from a photography book. And then this is a pocket I made from the Way Things Work book. And then this was actually a really fun shoe. It was from a box from shoes that I bought. And it was just a really cool, I can't get enough of this cardboard, so I had to keep some for this book. You'll see it again, I think, in one other place. It's just a fun piece of shiny. We all like shiny, right? And then another of those numbers. This is another little typewriter in a plant kind of scene from my design. This is from The Way Things Work. This is from a children's book, and it says Xanthia's X-ray explained her exuberance, and it shows all these metal springs with flowers on them coming out of her X-ray. It's a journal card. And then over here, this is one of my designs, and this is a journal card that I made. So this was the negative of all those little punched out numbers, and I just put nice crinkly crunched up tin foil in behind it, aluminum foil, and stitched around it as a fun little journal card. Just a little bit of nice, like, you know, crinkly. And then some more silver paper. Another of the typewriters with the leaves on an original book page from this book. This is a little journal card with the embossed numbers and The Way Things Work illustrations. This is one of my designs, this little tuck spot. And then I've put this, you know, real photo negative of an old photo from like probably the 50s. You can see hopefully that it's two women standing by a roadside. Some of my dyed paper, one of the typing pages, more dyed paper, more of the illustration from The Way Things Work. This was a belly band that I cut out of a film reel machine, and this was from View magazine. This was about, like, you know, man and technology and like what, you know, the industrial revolution was going to be like. And then one of the embossed numbers. This is a little ghetto blaster pocket here, and it wraps around to this side. And we have a little journal card of a robot, an alarm clock, and a little chicken, and that's from a children's book. This is from the anti-coloring book, and it tells you over here what it's about. Bridget Riley's current is inspired by wave patterns on the water and can play tricks on your eyes. And then this is one of my journal cards from my kit, and this is some vintage ledger. My dyed paper with some negative here. These are from photos that I took like in high school. So I've had these negatives around forever, and I was like, I'm going to use a few of these. This is a little belly band that says amplifier. It's from The Way Things Work book, and I created this double kind of journal card, little folded pulley system there. This is one of my designs in this pocket, and then I created this journal card with a little copper tab, and that's from The Way Things Work. Has some dyed paper on the back. Some more of that fun braille. This is a little pocket with a robot here. This is from a vintage View magazine book. It's on the typing paper, and then this image here, a vintage image from another book about emerging technology. This is one of my little stamp designs about like weird futuristic technology. This is one of my designs as well. Some of my dyed paper. Original book page. This pocket here is made from one of my designs, and it's on some of this fun paper. And then this is just a cute little fold out kind of journal card. So I used a technical drawing and then added this little guy from Miles Beyond the Moon, and I put a little cutout of this, like, you know, bit of a machine behind him. And then I added a couple gears here, and I used this original book page to just be more writing space. And there's writing space on back as well. And then we have this big eyeball television again. That's from my design. And then this is from the children's book. Ruby Was Really Rather Remarkable at Refrigerator Rocket Repairs. Such a fun book. And another of the copper embossed numbers. This is one of my designs here, and this is some embossing that I did on the copper paper. I had a lot of fun making this, and then backed it with some nice cardstock so it's a nice firm surface to write on. A page from The Way Things Work, and a technical drawing from this original book. More of my dyed paper, another of the little numbers there. This is from my design kit, and this is some blue ledger paper, one of the typing book papers, and more of that fun shoebox. And inside it I added another vintage negative. This one is of like two women and a little boy in the middle of them. More of the fun braille paper. This is one of my designs, and I made a pocket with it, and this is a journal card that I collaged, and it has this little monkey on it from Miles Beyond the Moon, and one of my technical drawings on the back from an old book that I have. This is about thermometers, and it's from The Way Things Work. More dyed paper. The other side of that anti-coloring book. And this is from a photography book, just all these fun little cogs and wheels and things. Then I put this little arrow here. This is the silver paper. I just stapled a couple of little pages there, just for extra writing space. One of the little copper numbers. This is an MCA avocado dyed record sleeve. And I like how you can see her through it. This is an image from Miles Beyond the Moon and on Etsy. And inside is a double journal card that I created here. So it's backed for writing. Ellsworth's extraordinary electric ears were endlessly entertaining. And Ellsworth's Extraordinary Electric Ears is actually the name of the book that this came from. It's a really fun book. I love how he has the light bulbs in his ears. This is from my design, and then this is a little vintage image of this woman with a gas mask. So another important technology. Some cabbage dyed paper, another of my designs, futuristic kind of machines. More cabbage dyed paper, and another original page from this book. Another dyed paper. This is one of my designs, and I've also stitched some copper paper down the side of this page. And this was from a book about clocks. And then this is just like a piece of stationery that I created from this cool piece of photography, just of a bunch of buildings all lit up. And that just tucks in there. And then this little fish, kind of astronaut like fish with a face, is from Etsy. Somebody on Etsy, and I totally forget. It's a belly band. And then this journal card is made from vintage Sears Roebuck magazine, or catalog rather. I need to remember who made this. I can't remember, I'm sorry. And then this little keyhole I embossed, die cutted. This is from the graphics tray, these two little folders, and they both pop out like this. And there's some of my dyed paper from the original book back here. And inside each one we have a little journal card that has technical drawings from an old book, and those both just tip in. This is one of my designs here, and this is from The Way Things Work book. And then this is a little collage journal card. This little girl's from Miles Beyond the Moon. Some silver paper. A little silver die cut of a keyhole and another of those numbers. This is from my kit, this big pink eyeball. Then this is from The Way Things Work. This is from my kit, and then this is another geometry kind of page, and it's on a Pendaflex file folder. It's backed with that. I left that there because I felt like it was reminiscent of, like, you know, office technology. And then this little 19 copper number, another of those little weird technical image stamps from the future, and then another typewriter here. They're all different, by the way. I have 4 of them in this book, these typewriters with plants coming at the back. And this is from the clock book. This is another technical drawing from the original book that I turned into a journal card. Some of my dyed paper, another original book page. Cabbage dyed paper, a little die cut key, more of my design, cabbage dyed paper, more of my design, and then this little lesson in arithmetic. This is from a vintage Popular Educator. I love this as a background, this like satellite kind of image. The other side of that MCA record sleeve, another number. This is one of my designs here, and then inside is this journal card, another fun. I did some embossing on this metal paper because it was so fun, and it just really feels very nice because it's actually metallic paper, and I backed it with some cardstock to make it thick and added an eyelet. And then this is the back page, and again, I just kept these very simple because this is a chunky monkey of a book. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it though. I think it's pretty unique and fun, and I've been trying to, you know, just do some different things, and I like this. So the way that I'm going to close this is I just wrapped this around twice, and then I'm going to circle back with one side of it here. Actually, let me do that again. I got distracted, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to go around it. 1, 2 times, and then I'm going to slip this underneath here, this side, slip it under there so it traps it there, and then we can tie it up. Just a nice bow. There we go. So yeah, you can tie this up many ways. I think I did it differently in the beginning. But yeah, that is my strange and beautiful technology journal. And if you're seeing this video, that means that this book is now in my shop. It's a lot of fun. I hope you liked it. I like the spine dangle, the way that it sounds. It's like very, whatever the word is, just it's nice. So if you're interested, check it out at my Etsy shop, which is linked below, and I will talk to you again very soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.